Hello, beautiful beings. Today we're going to talk about what are spiritual truths? What are universal truths? And what does it mean to you? It's Linda Simpson here, and this is the Heartisan channel. You can find other stuff about me on neutralizingwithlove.com, the place where I land all of my fun stuff, as well as here. And yes, today I wanted to chat with you further about spiritual truths and universal truths. And at the end, I'll have an Anahata code for you just to bed in any thought patterns that we've started. It's funny, I put together a quick video called A Short here on YouTube, and that was put up on Saturday, and here today is Tuesday. And it's had over 600 views, and for my small channel that's just rather cool. So it made me think that people would like to know what a spiritual truth is. Wow, and that question is really huge, but I'm going to cover some part of it just here today. And inside the YouTube short, you can go and find it when we're finished. It's just 20 seconds of just a little thought-provoking stuff, and it talks about what are some of them. And one of the ones I put up is that magic really happens. Magic is real. Magic is so real it's not funny. It's just our expectation of magic is a little coloured by what we see on the television or in social media. So your picture of magic needs to just be encouraged inside you by looking for small magics and feeling into them. Actually, small sidetrack, something I really enjoyed was I was gifted a magic wand which made a beautiful fairy sprinkling noise, something you'd expect in Peter Pan and Wendy. Anyway, or Tinkerbell. And if I was feeling a bit low, I'd actually go and grab it and go and push the button and just wave it around and go, righty-ho, we'll change that. And it just lifted my heart and it made me smile. And that in itself is magic. For you to make yourself smile is magic. And the things that you miss are really what make this journey to spiritual truth and the things based around it, the things that are unique to you. Really, the growth is what is personal to you. And so I took the question, what are spiritual truths? And I popped it inside my Facebook group, which is Change, Energy and Transformation, if you're looking. And it's just a fun group. We just talk about stuff. Anyway, I asked in there, what are your spiritual truths? And it was really interesting that the comments were about like the personalization of it. And the one that came to me immediately when I'm talking to you is a beautiful lady who has a larger garden and almost a bush type setting around her productive garden. She just talked about being with sentient beings in the garden and what they bring to her. And I thought, yes. Because when you stop being a human around a sentient being, which is just any other thing that's not a human, or even around a rock or a tree, whatever, anything that is already on earth, when you just be with them and not be a human, then something occurs. Something happens. And something that underlined this was, I've been talking to critters for a long time, and no, just in case you ask, I haven't had one of those excellent, white coats with the extra long sleeves. No, but I've been growing my telepathy skills so as that I wouldn't be so bombastic. I'm a strong human being and I have a big ego, so I wanted not to be the person that made something mine. I wanted to live here as part of Earth, as part of the community. And to me, the community is everything, not just what drives around in cars and lives in houses. So the underlining one for this particular moment was a beautiful blue butterfly had gotten itself trapped in our back patio, which on really windy days I pull down the acrylic blinds, the plastic blinds, and And we've got a swathe, it's actually a blind that we've put up horizontally to create a bit of a cloud effect. And she was feeling trapped in there. And I went out first as a human, trying to like guide her with my hands. And then I was like, oh, Linda, seriously. So I just looked at her, and in my mind, and with my head, because you know that's almost automatic, I gave her a picture of ducking and flying under the scoop of the blind, it's the cloud, and then flying out, which was actually north for her, because she kept trying to get out the blind here because she could see like a window. Anyway, within a second, this butterfly that had been avoiding me just went, I'm like, oh, do I need any more confirmations that they hear you? They hear you. And you who have got fur babies, or feather babies, or reptilian babies, you know they catch your feelings and your thoughts. Take it further, because those connections will give you so much. They'll just give you so much more. Not just like from a snake or from a bird, just because you stop and you be in that moment, and then you recognize something magical. And the magic truly is personal to you. I asked my husband what he thought would be a spiritual truth. And it was really funny, because he's like, oh, don't know that I'm deep enough for that. And I said, no, where do you just be? Where do you find? And he went, I know. And he really loves, we're just in a small urban block here, but we have a productive garden, and the chickens, the laying hens, have the sweep of the back of the garden for their area. And one thing that he really enjoys doing is like taking a piece of fruit, a mandarin or something in there, and just sitting on a post that he's put there for the chickens, just sitting on there and being with them. That's something that just earths him. And he actually feels creative when he's doing that. So feel into that, like feel how that would work for you. I know meditation's part of what we talk about. And I just took me so long to choose to meditate, or even to want to, because I wanted to keep moving fast. And so I think contemplation initially is a good place to go to allow yourself to see some of your spiritual truths. Contemplation. Have a feel about that. And actually something that came up that I wanted to tell you when I was learning to meditate, it was quite funny. My brain would have me standing up and moving somewhere before I'd even really recognized it. So in the end, just for those of you who might have that problem, I lay on the ground and I put my shins, my calves, up on a chair, so that I was in a shape that was really hard just to quickly move out of. And I started to be able to like reach that point of relaxation from there. And for me, the gentle relaxation allowed me. I still find the Eastern style of meditation difficult. I would rather lie with the cacophony of a gong bath or something like that, so that I just can't think. But yeah, feel into what your spiritual truths are. I'm not going to tell them to you. To me, it's like everywhere. Being yourself in your place as fully as you can is a spiritual truth. Seeing stuff, not just moving fast past it, seeing stuff. Seeing the bees landing on a lavender, seeing the birds come in for a bird bath, they're things that just make my heart full. What makes your heart feel awesome? It's fun. It's fun discovering. And I don't know that anyone else can tell you. You really have to choose to sit and be and allow you to feel your spiritual truths. Don't let too many people tell you what to do. Don't listen to the yelling. Listen to your heart. I'm on my soapbox now. You bought everything you need for this life in your heart library. Every single thing. And what happens is when someone says something, it can ping a memory in your heart library. So allow the ping, but don't buy into the patter. That could make a good mantra, wouldn't it? Anyway, I'm going to stop. I'm going to go away and let the music play for a while. And if you want to do the Anahata code activation, that's next. Just get set up, wait for the music for a while, and then I'll come back with the code. Sending you lots of love over the airwaves. Mwah. I love you, and I will see you again shortly. Bye for now. Hello, hello, beautiful beings, and how are you? Oh, what a beautiful day it is too. Welcome to this assisting frequency that we're using to expand your awareness and awaken your intuition. And the assisting frequency, the Anahata code that we're using today to do that is in the Solfeggio frequencies. Use that Google search machine if you don't know what they are. They're amazing energies. And this particular one uses the strength of the Solfeggio frequency aligned with the Anahata codes to awaken your intuition, to expand your consciousness. It cleanses cells from toxins. Frequent use of this particular frequency leads to a healthier, simpler life. It's amazing. It leads you to a stable, pure and spiritual life, removing toxins and negativity, anything that brings out negativity in our lives. So, hold all of those intentions of clearing negativity, clearing lies, clearing anything that does not align with your path from your body gently, with love, neutralizing. No need to look at it, just neutralizing. And then just let the frequency and the assisting frequency numbers do their work. If you haven't actually used an Anahata code before, you'll find on the site there's how to use an Anahata code with a recording and some more information. But just for now, just be still and let me do the work for you. Have a drink of water. Pause this recording if you need to. Water is good for when we're doing spiritual work or any inner growth. And once you're hydrated, we'll activate this assisting frequency. Place your right hand over your heart chakra. That's where this is going to land. It's going to land inside your heart library. And place your left hand up in the air with the palm up. Rest your elbow somewhere, be comfortable. And make sure you're sitting comfortably and relaxed, or lying, it doesn't really matter. And just breathe. Gentle and breathe. And allow this activation to settle where it needs to. We ask for, align with and allow this beautiful Anahata code. With gratitude and love, we activate the assisting frequency of the Solfeggio frequency, 741 Hz. 528 741 528 741 528 741 528 741 528 741 528 741 528 741 528 741 528 741 528 741 528 741 528 741 528 741 528 741. Now place your left hand on top of your right hand over your heart chakra. Take a deep in-breath, and on the out-breath, say out loud, "It is done. It is so." And just sit with this music. Sit with the music until it is done. Take care of yourself. I'll leave you with the music. Bye.